Hello and welcome back to the tutorial. In this video I want to introduce the gather command. I'm starting off with the example we had in the previous video with the spread command. If you haven't watched this video, this is the first couple lines of the result in the previous video where we had the sales for store 1 in one column and the sales for store 2 in another. This is, of course, the format you will often get data when you read it into R. However, sometimes it is convenient to have a single column with all the sales and an additional identifier column that tells you whether a certain value comes from store 1 or from store 2. You can create those columns with the gather command. Again, I'm piping in this data set to the gather command and tell it to create the identifying variable store, the value variable sales, and put the values from store 1 and store 2 into the sales variable identified by the store variable. And then again, I am arranging by the date. So let's have a look at this. And as you can see, we now have a row that only includes one sales value for one store and a date. And so for each date, we kind of have two rows now. And if you have watched the previous video, you will see that this is exactly the same as the data set that we've started the previous video with. Of course, there is another option here, especially if you have many variables that you want to gather together and only few that you do not want to gather. In this case, the dates variable we did not want to gather. We can simply write minus and then the variables that we do not want to gather. So in this case, we don't want to gather date. And this will just result in the same data frame as before. Thank you very much for watching and see you soon.